I have realised something about myself that has held me back for years. It wasn't a lack of ideas, it wasn't a lack of motivation, it wasn't even money, it was consistency. I've literally done so many things through the years, and I think this is the first time I've actually understood why. So, a couple of examples of things I've done through the years. When I was young, YouTube gaming, loved it. FIFA, played FIFA all the time. When I was about 16, I was just constantly uploading. I think I've still got the channel. I still remember the channel name. Other things I did, I started a chopping board engraving business on Etsy. So I bought a laser engraver. I learned how to do that. I started getting a few sales here and there, and I wasn't making much. I was still in the 9 to 5, and yeah, it didn't go well. So I stopped that business. I've tried drop shipping. That flopped. I've tried carpentry because I was a trade back in the day, and I was building planters, I was trying to do all sorts, and I just was not consistent with any of it. At the start of a new idea, if you're someone like me who's very driven and you think of an idea and you get so excited and you just want to do it, it feels amazing at the start. It feels unreal, like, oh my God, this is brand new. But when you get into that idea and you realise how much work has to be put in, that's when motivation goes down. But this is also where discipline comes in and consistency, and I have lacked that my entire life, but I have always had the ambition. Every time I started one of these businesses, I would think this is the one that's going to change my life. I'd put loads of effort in for a few weeks, and then life would get a bit busy, I was still working, motivation would drop, and then I was on to the next thing. So what I've realised is excitement and motivation are completely different things. Everyone loves starting the new business, the new idea, but no one wants to stay consistent enough for it to actually pay off. And you may have heard it before, but success comes from boring repetition. I think most people overestimate what they can do in a month and underestimate what they can do in 3 years. Maybe your thing isn't YouTube, maybe it's wanting to start the gym, maybe you want to write a book, maybe you want to start a business, maybe you want to lose some weight. And whatever it is, ask yourself honestly, have you given that enough time? Now, I'm not making this channel because I've made a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, I've not made loads of money at all. I have quit my job, but I'm making this channel because I want to document what it looks like when someone finally commits and stay consistent. So this is almost a challenge to myself that I've started this channel. I'm going to be consistent with it. I'm going to post helpful content. I'm going to document my journey. So I'm going to keep uploading. Some videos might flop like this one. Some videos might only get 20 views. Some in a few years could be getting 100,000 views, 500,000 views. I don't care. But as long as I stay consistent, that is all that matters. Because I've learned through building a business that this does not happen overnight. Briefly, my story is that I worked a 9 to 5 job, and I did that up until October 2024. And then I decided to make the leap into the business I've built now, which I can get into in another video. And that helped me scale my business and get to a point where it is now, where it's pretty systemized. But don't get me wrong, I'm not a millionaire, I'm not rich. I have 3 kids, I have a partner, and we have a great life, but we don't have holidays, we're not even at that point yet. So I'm doing this more for accountability, but I want to bring you guys on the journey with me. So if you're trying to build something yourself, then subscribe, come along with me on the journey, comment down below what you're trying to build, and let's do this together.